natural. And welcome back. We are here with Dr. Bernadine Cruz, as we are every Thursday, answering your pet questions, and Duchess.
Great
and
kitty.
Duchess's trainer is here with us as well, Ginger Licot from Medieval Times.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us on.
And this gorgeous, gorgeous bobcat, she's 9 months old, right?
Actually, she's 10 months
10
old.
months, okay.
And
She's getting really nervous.
she is a little because of the lights.
Oh, sure.
It's not natural to be this bright.
Yeah.
And she is a Montana bobcat.
But you
Really?
can find bobcats in our local mountains, correct?
Yes, you can. In fact, bobcats range from northern Mexico to southern Canada.
People oftentimes get concerned. I know I've had clients come in who are walking in the foothills, say around Rancho Santa Margarita, and they come across some tracks. They're always afraid that they're going to be attacked by a bobcat. What's the possibility of that?
I think it's really pretty rare. First of all, bobcats are really reclusive. One interesting thing about bobcats is they like to hide their scent from both predators naturally and from prey, so the prey isn't warned when they're going to attack. And so bobcats will urinate in moving water like a stream. And the interesting thing is when you have one in your house, they'll naturally take to going potty in the toilet.
Really? That's
But-
an advantage.
Yeah, but because they are so reclusive, they're very shy, and the thought of a bobcat coming up to you to be aggressive, it really doesn't happen. If you should see one, or a cougar, or what's known as a mountain lion, do not run.
Really?
They can run
Well,
you down.
that's like chasing prey. Do not run. They can run faster than you, and just be real smooth and move out of the way.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at some video, what you do over at Medieval Times. We have that ready, so let's get that going and help us out with... Now, this is part of your performance, right?
Right, this is
Okay.
during the show at Medieval Times, and that is a tawny eagle, and she's indigenous from North Africa.
Okay. Is she here today?
No, she's
Oh,
not
the
here
eagle's
today.
not-
We
okay.
have another large bird.
All right.
And you were saying that you have a compound, so do some of these birds come from your compound?
Yes, and like I said, it's a 15-acre compound, and it's right outside of Las Vegas. We have this bird here today. She's a Saker falcon, and she's also from North Africa. And what she's doing is called stooping to the lure, and it's a demonstration showing what it would be like if she was actually flying after prey in the wild. So I'm actually holding something that's supposed to be a fake prey or lure, and she's chasing it. You could see me swinging it there.
How long have you been doing this, Ginger? This is fascinating.
I have been training animals for 12 years. I went to school for it in 1984 and 85.
Now, Duchess, will she be part of your show? Is she now, or will she be trained down the road? Or?
Duchess is a pet.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. I kind of separate the pets from the working animals, and I don't work the pets, and I don't pet the workers.
There you go.
People looking at Ginger, not Ginger, people looking at Ginger, people looking at Duchess, you were saying that, boy, if you had one of these as a house pet, they'll urinate in the toilet, so it's wonderful to have, you know, housebroken such as this. But do you recommend having an animal
We
like
don't
this as a
have
pet?
animals as a house pet. The smaller animals and the animals that we keep in the house to be tame is because we use them for education only.
Okay.
And you can
But
see...
this Duchess would not make a good house cat, in other words, not a good house pet.
Oh, no, the only reason why we do that with her is to keep her socialized so that she can make appearances for education. And as I mentioned, as nonprofit, we will do educational presentation at cost or at no charge.
How big will she get?
She is 16 pounds now, and bobcats will get between 30 and 40 pounds depending on where they're from. If they're indigenous to the desert regions, they'll be a little bit smaller. Like I mentioned before, she's a Montana bobcat, so she'll be a little bit bigger, but not quite as big as a male, so she might get about twice her size.
And she doesn't like these lights.
No, they're getting kind of warm for her because since she is a Montana cat, she has a pretty thick coat, and it is still winter out, so getting
One of the things
warm.
I thought was interesting, a gentleman that came along with you was saying that oftentimes people will see these cats, or they'll have a big cat themselves and think, oh, this is it's a crossbreed between a bobcat and a domestic cat. Will that ever happen?
It does happen, and I think that this is my personal opinion, okay? My opinion is that wolf hybrids and cat hybrids are manipulating genetics. I don't think it's proper to do it, and what you could end up doing is breeding bad characteristics. For example, in some wolf hybrids, wolves are very shy animals. They're very strong animals, but they're very shy. Dogs are very aggressive. So it could be when you hybridize them, you have the aggressive nature of a dog and the power and strength of the teeth of a wolf, and you produce a very dangerous animal.
So even when having these mixed hybrid kitties, you may never truly have a domestic cat.
Plus, another fact is that these animals are endangered, and I feel that depleting the gene pool of the resources we have is just diluting what we have left.
Interesting.
And also a lot of the offspring are sterile.
Now, Duchess has to go right now, but then when we come back for our second and third segments, you'll have other animals that you brought.
I sure will.
Great. We'll look forward to it. We're going to break now for about 15 minutes of news and come back for 2 more segments with both Dr. Cruz and Ginger Licot of the Medieval Times show. And we'll be answering your questions, taking your calls and comments, so don't go away.